Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? Welcome back to our newest Pokemon XY Wi-Fi battle. Today we're gonna be having ourselves a match against Padeli. Now, my brother Padeli here provide me some very threatening team to look at. We got Dragon Slayer Azumarill, we got Klefki, we got Rotom-H, which I barely ever see. Last time I've seen this guy was like in black and white, 5th duration, 2011. This is probably gonna be the last time I'm ever gonna see it, so good seeing you, bro. But yeah. Anyways, I switch out to this in case he does predict me to switch out to my Kingdra. He does predict me to switch out to Kingdra, that's why he did go for the Fairy type move. And I kind of thought if he's gonna make over prediction that I cannot risk, it's probably in my best interest to kind of save Kingdra in that case. And luckily I did switch out to my tree, but my special defensive Pokemon has been taken down very early, so that's kind of bad. Taking your core down with your Arcanine's defensive capabilities is never a good thing, but still Kingdra is a potential Pokemon in here by looking at his team as long as Azumarill goes down. But then again, he's got two fairies, so usage of that caliber can only be kind of questionable. Anyways, I do a lot of damage with that crit to where I can take him down with the Scyther. Scyther comes in, of course it's Scarf, but that's something he does not realize because normally Scyther in every case scenario outside of him being Scarf as well or under Dragon Dance, Scarf Scyther will outspeed, and because normally it outspeeds anyways, he did not expect that to happen. That's why I do outspeed and do enough damage where he cannot make a sub, and afterwards, well, I would have still break his sub either way, so we managed to took him by surprise with that Scarf right there and then, but he does fully realize that he can still switch out to Klefki, fully taking my moves without much concern and preserve his Mega Gengar for later on. Now, Klefki should not be a big deal because I still have my Fire-type Arcanine in here. Light Screen is something I cannot really avoid, but we can still manage, being that he probably doesn't have Light Clay, he's got leftovers, so that's really not going to be a big problem, when everything base considered. But Talonflame, Dragonite, and Rotom Heat Form all scream for Stealth Rock, so I was a little bit down on the fact that I did not provide myself an entry hazard Pokemon, that this would have been absolutely amazing. But then again, the same kind of story goes for my team as well, It's like we're all playing risky. The limit you got right now, the limit of Pokemon you can pick, I'm still gonna work him away into the worst switch I would have asked for, like anything else, just not that. But of course that one happens. Anyways, I did Toxic. He was actually expecting me, I guess, to Will-O-Wisp, now that I think about it, just to get some heavy damage before, or maybe hoping it will be enough to take me down. Fully realize I'm probably not going to switch out to my Kingdra, because I didn't bag before, but seeing the damage that did, and I know there was no Intimidate, but still seeing the damage, I'm kind of guessing this is Choice Banded Azumarill. So I switch out to Kingdra, fully realize I can take Aqua Jet quite nicely and just go for the Dragon Dance. If he has Choice Banded, he will switch out. If he's not, he's gonna play rough, but he does decide to switch out. I mean, it can probably take whatever I got. It's immune to my Dragon types, not to mention it resists my water, so he would have definitely stayed in. But being Choice Banded, locking to Aqua Jet, and me 4-time resisting it, it was only natural he had to switch out, because that would have really not given him much, and it would only given me the open air to actually Dragon Dance all I want. So Klefki comes in, of course, screen support, not to mention foul play that will be striking me, so I decide, with the waterfall damage that barely looks like a free shot from what I can tell, I'm just gonna decide to switch out to my Arcanine, having this Klefki as an opportunity to make the sun appear, a morning sun, pretty much the essential thing on a defensive Arcanine of this caliber, because this is a max defensive Arcanine with max HP, not to mention max defense. Of course, it's a really good Pokemon. I just gotta bring myself a good reliable Rabbit Spinner that's special defensive, which I still need to find one. As of right now, I don't have too many to pick from. So I'm looking at the switch that was expecting a Fire type move, of course, being that Rotom is part Fire. I'm gonna go full Cleric right now. I feel this is the perfect opportunity, especially if he is of course slower. That means that he's a defensive one, so he's not gonna be dishing out that much damage towards me, but he does crit me, so I guess that morning sun pretty much was just there. I guess in a way it did kind of work out, because he would have probably even take me out, which is absolutely ridiculous. But then again, it is a crit, so crits even from the likes of tanks such as Rotom are still gonna be doing a lot of damage. So Azumarill comes in. This time around I don't want to risk too much, I'm just gonna stay in. Plus, in case he does expect me to switch out to Kingdra, being that Choice Bandit and whatnot. This time around I can for a fact switch out to Manectric. At the amount of HP he's at, I can definitely get some Intimidate going as well. And I do have Volt Switch, but checking out his team, he doesn't have too many things to actually absorb that. They can absorb it, but nothing is truly immune to it. And as long as nothing is truly immune to it, I can switch out to this, switch back, and switch out to Kingdra to pretty much have the upper hand, outspeeding this Rotom. Being that I'm Jolly as well as max speed, I can definitely outspeed. And I believe I have some EVs and HP as well to have some additional bulk. I believe, I'm not too certain on that. But checking out the HP I'm at right now, I believe I do have some. Not too much, but some, you know. Maybe they will come in handy, who knows. Having that random EV spread sometimes kind of makes stuff, you know, surprisingly bulky. But in this case, just go for the waterfall. Do get a flinch, which is mighty unfortunate, but again, I do have Mega Manectric to kind of handle this. So that flinch didn't really matter much. But it's a flinch and we're gonna take it either way. I do manage to make myself put into a corner of a double down, which in most situations I do recommend you switching out to your fastest Pokemon when it comes down to double downs, because most people use their fastest Pokemon like this to come in, or fake outers or priority users, just something that will hit you hard and fast. So in this case I switch out to my Scarfer, but he does make an exceptional move there. Expect me to go for the U-turn, expect him to switch out. 4-time resisting, he's gonna take it. I'm gonna need to switch out to my Ambipom and on-stab T-Ball, just straight one-shot me. Really shows how powerful Mega Gengar is. I mean, it's still on-stab, you know, and I guess it's Ambipom, so I guess the performance isn't that great on that particular testing, but yeah, it definitely is something different, something powerful, and very, very threatening and dangerous. So I switch out to Manectric. I can outspeed the Mega Gengar, go for the Flamethrower against the Breloom. Unfortunately, Mach Punch was not enough to take him down. Light Screen wear off ages ago, and I can just go for the Flamethrower. Now with the Light Screen support, of course he can take it, but without the Light Screen support, I would have outspeed him anyways. So I would have, you know, I would have just OHKO him anyways. So he couldn't have much chance to avoid the Manectric sweep at the end of the day. And I still had my Scyther just in case that the Mach Punch from Breloom would have taken me down. Then again, that could have been a problematic scene, thinking about it, because Klefki, I would have need to lock myself into something that can handle his Breloom. But luckily didn't come down to that. Anyways, good game to my opponent Padeli. You know, props to you for using Rotom-H. It's been forever when I last seen this guy. I guess back in the 5th generation, once Victini with V-Create got released. It even got overshadowed back in the days in the UU. At least in my case, I barely ever faced it. So it's nice to see this kind of things. You know, it's a nice change of pace. And if you enjoyed this match, be sure to give it a like. Thank you very much, guys, for your continued support. And until next time, take care. Peace.